Hey guys, Mike here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to never F up Titan jails like ever again. All right, so the first thing is Geo Crush. So obviously you're standing on the opposite side. All right, you're running into Titan. Now what I like to do here is spam my GCD so that I can target Titan immediately, because what we're gonna do is use his hitbox as a reference as to where to stand. So see, now I'm using this hitbox here. I'm trying to get this up as soon as possible. The trick to doing Titan, you have to stand in the right XY position every single time. And everybody's going to do it a little differently. You have to figure out a method that works for you. I'm just going to show you the method that works for me. And why you shouldn't really follow where other people are standing, because like I said, everybody has different methods. And if they're standing somewhere that's not the same as you and you're slightly off, you're going to get knocked back into the wrong area. So the first thing to do as you're approaching Titan is to fix the depth, right? You want to get the depth right. And the depth is basically along this axis and where to stand, right? Do you want to stand here? Do you want to stand here? Do you want to stand here? Obviously, you don't want to stand here. You're going to get knocked out of the arena. So where you want to stand is the inner ring of the boss hitbox. So you see how there's two rings here? I like to stand on the inner ring because that allows me, that guarantees that I'm not going to get knocked out of the arena and get walled. So how you do that is you can do it like this player. He turned his camera looking straight down so that he can see exactly where he's standing along this axis. What I like to do is I actually like to turn the camera so it's a side view. So my character is running sideways and I can see it that way. It doesn't matter. Just turn your camera so that you can see clearly where you're running to correct the depth. All right, so he's standing where he wants to stand. Now the next thing you got to do is look, are you going to the left or to the right? So you can see right here, he switched his camera real quick so that he can see where the safe spot is, either here or over here. So he ID'd that it's over here, right? So he's going to move to the right here. And what you do, if you just inch, probably like 1 yom to the right. That's all you have to do. Now, if you're standing closer to Titan, like if you were picking your initial depth to be closer to Titan, then you have to move less, right? Because it's radial, it's going to knock back in a radial direction. Whereas if you're standing farther from Titan, then you're going to have to move slightly more, right? Maybe 2.5 yoms so that you are correctly knocked back in the right direction. All right, so he just moves 1 yom to the right. That's all you have to do. And another thing too is don't bother GCDing during this mechanic just to get uptime. It's not worth it. It's not worth wiping the whole party. All right, so after you're knocked back successfully, you obviously have to do the Titan jails part. Now, if you don't get a Titan jails, then just get the hell out of there. Just stop confusing your teammates and just move to the side. Let the Titan jails people do their job. Now, obviously, most groups in PF will use the AM, the Allegan Melon, and that's fine. It's no big deal. It's just what PF does. So now to place the Titan jails properly, right? There's the 3 markers you have to line up: the marker closest to Titan, the marker in the middle, and the marker farthest from Titan. The person marked with the 3 is going to stand here. The person with the 2 is going to stand here, and the person marked with the 1 is going to stand here on the marker. Now, your whole goal is to stand on the marker. Now, the issue is that Titan is casting a landslide right in the middle of the markers, right? So what you have to do is you just wait for these danger zone indicator lines to disappear. Once they disappear, then you move in. Whether you have to sprint in or whatever it takes, you get your ass on that marker. Right? So you have to stand outside first. Again, you don't stand in the danger zone first, because if you stand there too early, you're going to get knocked back into the wall. So disappear. It disappeared right now. That's when you move. Let's rewind it back and see it one more time. All right, here we go. Markers. Stand outside of the danger zone. Disappear, move in. That's when you move in, okay? And that's how you do Titan jails. And that's how you do it perfectly every time. Just make sure you do every single step correctly and consistently and stop changing it from pull to pull. I hope that helped and hope you guys learned something, and thanks for